Newsmax is putting up a giant sign for its viewers. Hey, we'll tell you whatever you want to hear. We will lie to you. We'll tell TJ Walker he has a full head of hair. That means getting one more viewer and one more advertiser. If you watch Newsmax, when really the only thing you know with 100% certainty about them is that they lie. They are big fat liars. They're just going to tell you what you want. Don't tell yourself you're reading news. Tell yourself that you are watching a self-esteem building show. That's really what it is. Okay, let's go a little deeper. This is obviously a contentious issue to a lot of people because emotionally, a bunch of people felt like our candidate, we like him so much, so he had to win, even though the votes show something else. Well, that's not being an adult. That's being a child. And unfortunately, social media and broadcast media in this case, and cable media in this case, has said, we're going to treat people like children. We're going to tell them what they want to hear. Oh, little Timmy tells you Santa Claus doesn't really exist. Oh, ignore him. He's a devil. Yes, your Santa Claus exists, little Sammy. I mean, that's really what this is all about. And how people, first of all, full disclosure, I've been on Newsmax a bunch of times. In retrospect, I'm not sure I should have wasted my time. I, as a pundit and commentator, have typically taken the attitude of, I can't control every media outlet until I'm a multi-billionaire and have my own giant outlet with billions of viewers. I'm going to go on other people's outlets. I'm not looking for agreement. So I've been on Newsmax many times. Everyone was very polite. But there's no doubt everything has to follow an agenda. Every news article is positioned, every topic of discussion is positioned from a political agenda. How can we make Republicans, Trump, MAGA look good, help them politically? How can we somehow do a story that makes a Democrat, a centrist, a Clinton, an Obama, a Biden, a Harris look foolish, silly, out of touch? Everything is positioned that way. So even though they had commentators on sometimes from left of center, it was always with the goal of painting some centrist Democrat as out of touch, without principles. So it's very much similar to Russia television. It's utterly pure propaganda. And if you're Russia television and you're based in Russia and your boss is Vladimir Putin, well, you're doing your job. There aren't going to be any law cases for libel or slander or anything like that, because as long as Putin likes you and you say what he wants to hear, you're in great shape. Well, sadly, or fortunately, we are not yet that country. We may be inching towards that country, but as of right now, 2023, 24, currently in 2025, there are still laws against libeling organizations and companies and just flat out knowingly giving people lies, creating these allegations that, Dominion somehow, and Smart Tech as well, or Smartmatic, rejiggered their machines to steal votes from your candidate. You can't just make up stuff and get away with it. But unfortunately, some of these companies, I don't know all the finances of Newsmax. It's much, much smaller than Fox News Channel. It did not start with Rupert Murdoch's cash. And while Rupert Murdoch, I'm sure, did not enjoy that massive $780-some million payment that they had to pay to Dominion, it certainly looks as though Newsmax is going to be able to survive this. But my question to you is, look, you don't have to be a Democrat, you don't have to be a liberal, you don't have to be a progressive, you don't have to be a centrist. But if you have a single iota of self-respect, do you really want to listen to a so-called news organization that will tell you whatever you want to hear? As much fun as people like to make fun of MSNBC, I don't recall after the 2016 election, all the commentators, I don't recall Rachel Maddow just standing up and saying, well, Hillary Clinton won in a landslide in the Electoral College as well as the popular vote. I don't remember the news anchors hour after hour. I don't remember Keith Olbermann at the time or any other Chris Hayes saying, well, folks, that's it. Hillary Clinton won in a landslide in the Electoral College as well as the popular vote. They didn't say that because the people who watch MSNBC, yes, they have opinions, they have a perspective, they have a worldview, but that worldview is grounded in a proposition that facts matter, that there is such a thing as objective truth. And that is not one of the founding principles of Newsmax or Fox. Their worldview is the world is taken over by crazy left-wing extremists in the media, and we're going to balance things out by constantly mocking them, ridiculing them, saying they're wrong and saying they're big losers. Now, if that's your idea of balance, I get back to what I said at the beginning of this segment, which is if 99 out of 100 people who have actual eyeballs say, TJ, you don't actually have the best head of hair. Maybe you shouldn't be a hair model. Then if I were to have the attitude of Fox or Newsmax, I would have a channel all day long that just says, TJ has the best head of hair in the world. TJ has the thickest, most luxurious curly hair ever. He makes Samson weep. That would be the equivalent of me being fair and balanced the way Newsmax is. Utterly, utterly preposterous.